Hey everyone! So for our special needs project, we are doing the keto diet. So I know that Katie had already discussed like what the keto diet is and a couple other things that we have in our PowerPoint above, and I'm just going to go through the rest of it with you. So as Katie said, I'm sure that the keto diet it's a high fat diet with low carbs. It is used mostly for weight loss, but also um, it could be medically prescribed to a child or any children who has epilepsy. And this is kind of something that we focused on while we were doing this special needs project with to make it focused on children. With it being medically given to a child to have this diet, it must be followed strict. It can't like be all over the place because the keto diet also does have a couple side effects that could harm a child or anyone really, and which I'll touch on that later in this video. So just to start us off on this part, I am going to talk about the treatment and management of keto. And as you can see, like here, this is basically what's happening whenever the ketones are being fueled. So, which I'll talk about that also later in this video. Ketones are like a fuel kind of for the body to burn off fat rather than take the energy given from in the body, with it just being used for stored fat, and that's what causes the weight loss is the production of ketones in the body. So just a fact here, nearly 50% of children on the keto diet experience greater than 50% reduction in seizures, and that is huge. I know 50% it's a 50-50 shot, but having children to 50% to not experience the seizures caused for epilepsy is huge. I also have a friend who I went to school with. She lives in Florida now, but she has epilepsy, and she just got back she was at some doctor that I can't remember the name of, but she had to stop driving because of her seizures, and then ended up that she has been 6 months seizure free, and she's able to drive again. And so that's really exciting. It was just yesterday that she has been 6 months seizure free. So that's really something to celebrate about. Back to the children. Nearly 10% of these patients will have greater than 90% reduction in seizures. So that is huge. Like I said, that is huge. For anything to have a benefit on children who have to go through this is huge. So just trying out the keto diet, if they're given this medically, is awesome for hopefully it to work. Also, children who have epilepsy, when doing the keto diet, they will experience a decrease in seizures, but they will also need to keep taking their anti-seizure medication. So just being on this diet doesn't fix it all. You still have to keep going through the motions with taking the medications that you need because maybe you aren't getting enough iron and etc., like Katie had talked about earlier. So you still have to keep on your medicine. Like, this diet isn't the be all end all fix. There's still medication that still needs to be involved. Next, we're going to talk about the long-term complications and implications. Just another fact up here: the term ketogenic comes from ketones, like I was talking previously. It's called ketogenic because it makes ketones in the body, which ketones are made when the body uses fat for energy. And by replacing carbs with fat in a diet, the body is more likely to burn more fat and make more ketones. And this was given by an MD doctor, which you'll see in my references later. where this is stated. Some of the risk with long-term use with children, adults, anyone who does this, the keto diet is not something that you need to stay on for a long period of time. And if you are on it for a while, like stated down here, you have to wean yourself off of it. You can't just stop it. Just like any medication that you're taking, the doctor always wants you to wean your way off of something because it's not good for your body to just have something, and then you to just stop and then not have any more of it, and your body can go into kind of a freak out mode, to say the least. Some of the risks are listed here: constipation, kidney stones, dehydration, high cholesterol, slowed growth, and weak bones. The slowed growth and weak bones is more the risk in children, and that's why I added this onto here to focus it back on children. But yes. These are some facts that I found that were very interesting, that I also have the works cited here with everything where I got all my information from. The keto diet forces the body to use fat for its main source of energy. This is where the weight loss has came in that we have both talked about in this presentation. It mimics the state of starvation, where the body breaks down fat and converts them into ketones. I know the state of starvation is kind of like a scary way to put it, but yes, this is something that this is the process and why people go on the keto diet. If you're wondering what keto contains, like whenever you would go on this diet, it's whole grains, beans, starchy vegetables like lambs and potatoes, and high carbohydrates like fruits, apples, oranges, bananas, etc. All of those foods is what you would be eating if you're on the keto diet with no carbs. Reaching the point of ketosis. I won't go into ketosis a lot because Katie already explained all of that, but this is whenever you reach this point, it's 70 to 75% fat and then 20 to 25% protein and then 10 to 15% carbohydrates. So that's just the breakdown of what it actually is, but I won't touch on that too much since we've already spoke about it. But these are some facts and some good things to know about the keto diet and how it affects children and how it can help them a lot, and to know just how it works. So yeah, I hope you enjoyed this. Here is our references. Yes, bye.